Ooh. That felt targeted.
Yeah, that should be on Young Cat. And yeah. Aatrox banned for Jeremy Flip.
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
Sharon Fang getting the most toxic Fang taken off. Cass is banned. And then Kenderspiel's personal favorite also getting banned off.
Always pains me to see that Kane get banned. It's a disgrace. But as I was saying in the previous game, KissesForCats is actually the team comprised of 5 support mains. So, not surprised to see that Yuumi ban coming out here first.
Set coming down.
Varus Nami, there's a very traditional like bot lane.
I start to think if that virus is going to go for the attack speed, not the lethality, given that they picked Nami.
Machine Gun Varus could be okay. You got plenty of peel with the Nami to help protect it, so I could see it. Ooh, Kog'Maw. There's something you don't see a whole lot of, but one of my personal favorites. Little known fact, Kog'Maw was my first main.
I hate Kog'Maw. Especially with Lulu.
Yeah, Koglu definitely strong as a pair.
Good old Jugger Caw.
Definitely a solid teamfight comp. Already starting for the side of NG Blossom here.
Yeah,
Echo will be the final pick.
It's going to be difficult for NG Blossom to see if Echo is going to go for jungle or mid lane. Sandra banned.
Taking Graves out of the jungle.
They're
wonder if
probably
that's-
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that is really a super strong choice. Like, I don't think it's particularly difficult for to deal with like a Graves when you have a set on the team.
Yeah, Graves is usually a pretty strong champion in the meta right now, but as you're saying, not sure if it's really the champion that KissesForCats would A, want to pick up in their comp, or B, fight into this team as well.
Twisted Fate banned. I think he's busted right now, given that there was so much buff on him.
What was buffed?
His damage and also his mana cost for his ultimate is down by 50.
Ah, interesting. I missed that. I've been seeing a lot more TFs, so what was that?
I wonder if this Echo is jungler mid.
I think it's Galio mid and Echo jungle.
Probably.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot worse about that Graves ban if that's the case.
So Trundle as well. Been seeing lots of like support style Trundles in the jungle, both in solo queue and in competitive, really building full defensive items like Knight's Vow. Be really good here. Just put that right on Exasperated, or not Exasperated, but right onto this Kog'Maw. Looks like that's kind of the comp they're kind of drafting here.
Another interesting pick coming from NG Blossom. Oh, never mind.
I don't know. I like the Malzahar here. It's good single target peel. If Echo wants to get into the back line, it helps protect the Kog'Maw.
Interesting.
That being
Wukong
said,
cover.
this
because
Wukong could
again,
be scary.
Yeah, you're talking about the dive coming in from Echo, being able to stop by the Malzahar ultimate, but now there's a second champion really looking to go super far into that backline. So it may have been more beneficial if they had decided to opt to lock in the Veigar. It's more of an AoE barrier appeal, but I like the Wukong lock in here for the side of KissesForCats. It's even more dive to potentially get on top of Kog'Maw.
I think
Now, our graphic is a little bit off here. The names aren't quite where they should be. It will be double XL on the Echo, not Kevin. And Sessica on the Nami, and Sharon Fang on the Varus. with Kevin 7600 on Wukong and Meow and Cat on Galio, so
Yeah, I
graphics
think it's more
a
obvious
little off,
now
but
that
yeah.
NG Blossom is going to try and peel Kog'Maw, and basically KissesForCats will try and engage on Kog'Maw with Wukong and Galio and Echo.
Both teams really going all in for their strategies here. We'll have to see which one's able to execute it better. How you guys feeling about your predictions right now, comp-wise?
I feel confident.
I'm scared about their Kog'Maw and Lulu pick.
The Jugger comp.
Yep.
It looks pretty good. I'm a fan of the way they drafted it. So it really will just come down to whether or not, like as you said, Echo and Wukong and Galio are able to get on top of him, stay on top of him, and take him out. But lots of peel, and the enchantment from Lulu is going to be quite difficult to do that. So
Imagine if Kog'Maw and Lulu gets the lead on the bot lane. They're just going to snowball the game.
in a 2v2, you have the Lulu
yeah.
Varus, or not Lulu Varus, sorry, Nami Varus. Pretty solid poke lane.
A
little bit of technical difficulties there. But a lot of poke coming out from the side of KissesForCats in this bot lane, and I would predict it'll be a pretty difficult lane for the Cog and Lulu here to deal with. But as you said, maybe if they get some jungle pressure and manage to get a lead, it will be quite devastating.
Yeah, I'm still trying to see if Varus is going for lethality or attack speed.
Given the fact that they're going for a very divey style team comp, I think he's going to want to go with the lethality build and try to capitalize on just getting like one shots on some individuals. The Nami Varus combo normally should go attack speed, but you have an Echo and a Wukong and a Galio, so
yeah.
I'm leaning more towards the assassin style, long range. I'm gonna get the kill build.
I like that the thinking there. My only concern would be is if he does opt to go lethality, and say they dump all the resources on Kog'Maw and somehow get him killed. That's a really beefy team that you still gotta get through. And Sek can still put out a decent amount of damage. Trundle, especially if he ultimates tank, very difficult to take down, as well as Malzahar. So if you don't build attack speed build on Varus, it's gonna be hard to, once you take down Kog'Maw, to finish off a fight potentially. But
very, very true.
Yeah,
but
we'll
we're just
find out
so-
in 10 seconds.
yeah, but it's the sole
Yeah, I was
purpose of
gonna
trying to pop Kog'Maw. It could be beneficial to go lethality, but it could make the rest of the fights difficult.
Yeah, with having a set on the table here, there's always the possibility that it's going to be massive. It's hard to kill, it's aggravating, it does true damage, it doesn't have to worry about mana.
It is
definitely
lethality Varus.
Opting lethality Varus. Quite interesting. Well, it should make the laning phase even more difficult for NG Blossom. So there is that as well as a benefit for doing that.
Yep.
Some extra damage coming out early from those Qs as he completes the first lethality item.
I mean, Lulu took the Guardian instead of the Aerie, so that will help for some poking. Yeah, and Kog'Maw definitely is trying to survive out of that engaged composition. He picked Cleanse.
True. So no heal on the bot lane.
Oh, you don't need it.
Could prove to make the laning phase even more difficult for them, which is the one state of the game they need to get through as painlessly as possible.
I've seen a lot of AD carries taking exhaust for this patch. I never tried it myself, but I think a lot of people are thinking that exhaust is better than heal.
Would that be double exhaust or?
No, it's just exhaust and barrier or ignite. Yeah, and one thing to point
Oh
out
my
is
goodness.
Malzahar took the sealed spellbook.
Where's Broughton on him when you need him?
I was
Look,
gonna
it's a
say-
double 5-point start.
2 5-point starts. Absolutely unprecedented. We need to add him and clip it. Someone clip this for Brown, please. Someone in the chat. Seen it first here.
Yeah, Kog'Maw is blatantly saying that I'll try and scale and I'll carry by building Skull as his first item. And that's going to be more difficult for them to get out of the early laning phase.
Yeah, NG definitely putting all their eggs into this Kog'Maw basket. And we're going to see if KFC's able to put some hurt on them here. Make it difficult for them. Trundle opting to start blue buff here. Be interesting to see if he ends up transitioning that into a bot lane gank here early on. Top. Pretty heavy trading going on. Kevin being brought quite low at level 1. Does have Corrupting Potion though, so should be able to heal up a little bit of that. Continuing to trade though. Kevin really low. First blood being taken here from Jeremy Flip.
Yeah, here's the problem with Set. He's hard to kill.
Quite.
And his
TP coming
passive
out.
is massive.
Got some good trading going on bot lane. Polymorph going down. That's a lot of damage on a Sharon Fang. XD and me doing pretty good job of controlling the damage output of the enemy team. Trundle looking to get around the backside. Exasperated, getting a little bit exasperated that his gank doesn't seem to be working here. Going to try to do some counter jungling instead, but he's going to find an empty jungle.
And now hovering this bot lane. Both flashes available on the
Wait,
side of...
Is that ward not
He's
in the
on a
bush?
ward. It's not in the bush.
Oh,
They can't see it. Pillar goes down, lots of damage. There goes some... Oh, not nearly enough damage. But Varus did flash to get out of there, so... Flash
Yeah.
secured. Not an entirely wasted gank.
I think KFC thought that the ward is in the bush, so they thought Trundle's not there, but the cheeky ward is not in the bush.
This is 100% why I hate that ward bug, where you do it through the wall.
Echo spotted Trundle.
Double XL here, deep in the enemy jungle. Oh, stealing the wolf. That is mildly aggravating.
Yeah, double XL now. Already up a level. Up a camp now because of that. Seeing if he can make something happen here in this mid lane. Probably going to end up just resetting.
Yep. Down bot lane, though, we have us another fight going. Ignite goes down onto Catinator.
Yeah, no flash and no heal for Varus, meaning that Trundle can easily pick him up with his pillar.
Catinator did burn Cleanse somewhere in that fight, too.
Oh, top lane, another solo kill being picked up here by Jeremy Flip. That's 2 kills now on the set. Definitely not what you want to see if you are on the side of KFC. Already making this more of an uphill battle than you would want.
Yeah, they invested a lot of vision, or KissesForCats invested a lot of vision around the topside jungle, but if Wukong is not getting the lead, I don't think the vision will do much for them, unless only they'll know that there'll be no ganks for bot if they can spot Trundle in the topside jungle.
Yeah, and with the summoners down on Sharon Fang, you got the drag spawn in right now, and you gotta be thinking Exasperated's gonna be looking to make a play on this bot side as he is currently. And once again, KFC's pushed up pretty far here with no vision. Sessica able to drop that pink ward now, might end up saving their life, but
And Trundle didn't, or Set didn't use his teleport.
Catnator going in. Polymorph goes down. Sharon Fang getting super low here. Catnator going to pick up, or no, Kog'Maw's going to pick up the kill. Yeah, on Catnator. That was more or less a jungle-less kill. Trundle just scaring off Sessica so that the bot lane duo can pick up the kill themselves. Meanwhile, top lane, Kevin's about to die again. Yeah, Jeremy Flip picking up the kill, but Double Excel is here trying to do some damage. TP going in top lane. Jeremy Flip doesn't need the help though. Holy cow!
Jeremy Flip 4-0.
Yeah, and on that, Dragon will also be picked up for the side of NGB here.
You have to note that Set didn't burn any teleport yet, so if he comes back with a teleport, there is no way Wukong can contest on top lane.
Already 2 levels up here on the set. Also, things going worse is that Kog'Maw was able to pick up that kill in the bot lane that we saw a few minutes ago as well, so he's going to be getting stronger than
mid lane. There is an ult pop down. I don't know if that ult was like super necessary or relevant. Black Oreo cookies. Yeah, I guess.
Flash down on Galio. See if they can make a capitalizing play on that in the next 5 minutes.
Set is very close to finishing the Blade of the Ruin King, so I don't want to be a Wukong in this game.
Yeah, so far this game's been all NG Blossom. Jeremy Flip is able to do so much work in the 1v1 up in this top side, as well as getting this early kill on the Catnator's Kog'Maw. So really, pretty much the exact opposite of the start you'd want for KFC here.
They spotted
Jeremy
out.
Flip.
Yep.
Pushing his advantage here to put down some deep wards, kind of show exactly where Double Excel is.
That will take off pressure from on their bot lane as well. They'll buy some more time for Kog'Maw to scale. So not only Set can buy more time, he can also carry the game, and he's now saying, "Oh, Kog'Maw is not an issue right now for you guys."
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to worry about Jeremy Flip on the set in the interim period before Kog'Maw gets huge. So really not looking good here. Although the gold deficit is only about 2,000, the set is just massive right now. So
it's still 2,000 gold at 9 minutes, and Double Excel is going to be run straight into him and just have to like slow him to get away.
Exasperated in the tri-bush here, the bot lane.
Looking for a tower dive. Slow goes down on Sharon Fang. Bubble goes down. Cleanses pop. Castaneter looking to go deep here. Sharon Fang super low. Kog'Maw's going to pick up the kill. Jeremy Flip down here bot lane wants to duke it out. Kevin's here too. Going to get the knock-up off the ult. But that's a lot of damage potential in Catnator. And the team of Blossom is just incredibly tanky. They're going to get free reign into the back line.
The damage coming out from Kog'Maw already is a little scary. And it's only going to get worse from here on out. An extra kill picked up by him.
Kill. XTMB going behind the tower to pick up the kill on the enemy sport.
Yeah, that
That's
pillar
cheeky.
was disgusting from Trundle for that
Speaking
time.
of pillars, Exasperated still down here. Kagma picking up another kill. Catnator's getting very big, very quick.
I must say, that was a questionable play from Sharon Fang, knowing that they don't have a vision around their bot side jungle, and they know that Trundle was there trying to dive in.
Yeah, NG Blossom looking very coordinated here, especially around that bot turret dive play. Kevin trying to make a nice TP aggression, but didn't end up working out.
Oof, Kagma just backed with 2,000 gold and finished off his Blade of the Rune King. That's big. Although Double XL will pick up Rift Herald here.
Some silver lining here, they are able to pick up this Herald, which at the very least will mean NG Blossom is not able to use it against them.
They have a lot of vision around, again, top side, but I'm not sure if they're making any value out of it. So.
Got a fight going on mid lane. Black Oreo Cookie's in super danger here. Will get picked off. Kevin 7600 coming in through the backside. Jeremy Flip here might be in a bad spot. Places a ward. He's going to be duking out. It's a 1v3. He's going to shield through a whole bunch of it into his ult. He almost picks up a kill despite the fact it was a 1v3. Exasperated coming in to finish it off.
Yeah, as soon as I talk about vision, they actually made something out of the vision. Knowing that Zed was coming down to the mid lane as well. They'll be able to pick up a lot of gold from this tower as well.
So Exasperated doing his best, though, to tank his way through this and knock down all the minions so that Herald, the impact of Herald will be minimized.
It's interesting to take a quick look at the CS numbers here, because despite Jeremy Flip being so huge on the set, Kevin has mounted a pretty substantial CS lead, as well as a pretty substantial CS lead in the jungle for the side of KFC as well. It's a little interesting to pay attention to that.
Yeah, but that Kog'Maw's way up on CS.
Oh, Malzahar ult.
Don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to fall.
And
Meanwhile, bot lane going down deep again. Sessica going to fall here first. Exasperated, going to die, taking entirely too many tower shots for that kill. But another kill onto that onto Catnator, onto that Kog'Maw. It was only going to get bigger and scarier.
KFC now taking down this Drake to even the Drake score at 1-1.
Yeah, Wukong and Echo is scaling faster now. That's kind of a only way that they can beat Kog'Maw and Lulu.
And again, those CS differences in the top and jungle are still pretty substantial, and it really could be the opening back into this game that KFC needs. Jeremy Flip getting some good pushing down on this top side, but gold deficit not as big as it could be for sure, just considering how this game started out.
Catnator and XDME could be in danger here. Double XL is most certainly hovering around this bot side, wanting to try to curb a bit of the rampant growth that's been going on with this Kog'Maw in the past 5 minutes of this game.
Another
Meanwhile, top lane.
Oh!
No, not quite. He's gonna get picked on.
Yeah, juked by the clone there.
Flip has just not quite been able to take control of the game as the way I'm sure he would have liked to with the massive lead that he got. Definitely giving some openings here to KFC.
I must say, Wukong is now back in the game.
Definitely back in the game, up almost 40 CS.
Well, Ooh, we might have a fight here. Polymorph going down. XDME getting a little aggressive as a support. Stun's going to land. This is... Oh, no, Flash is going to save her. XDME on the Lulu doing his best to stay alive, but Devil Excel's just chasing super hard. Exasperated is here. Lulu ult going down. So does the Echo ult. But Kog'Maw's here as well. Catinator is just doing so much damage in this backline. He just chewing through the enemy team. Flash into the grab on Jeremy Flip. That's a lot of potential. This ult feels really poorly positioned. Meowingcat going very deep here, trying to get something out of nothing. And it's not going to happen. This tower will eventually fall.
Yeah, in the past several plays where KFC's been able to make somewhat of a comeback, Catinator had not been a part of those fights. And the very next time we see this Kog'Maw participating in these team fights, we saw what happened. NG Blossom striking right back and taking back a pretty commanding position in this game.
Yeah, Kog'Maw is getting stronger and stronger. He's very close to finishing the Guins's Rage Blade. And that's going to be his power spike.
Yeah, big two item power spike for Kog'Maw. Another interesting thing to note was also the XP advantage though on the side of Kevin. We were noticing the huge CS advantage on the members of KFC in his top and jungle, but also the XP managed to mount themselves a level plus advantage too. So definitely some advantages still in their favor, despite the massive gold deficit and the uphill battle with this Kog'Maw.
Ping's coming down for the Herald on the side of NG Blossom. Yeah, both sides invested heavily on the bot side jungle to take vision. And NG Blossom also cleared out some vision on the top side as well to take the Herald. But since KFC doesn't have any vision around bot side or top side, Herald is basically free.
Yeah, and this dragon is spawning in 40 seconds, and it looks like KFC is going to be able to get priority in this river. Members from NG Blossom heading over quite quickly, and actually it looks like NG Blossom might end up taking priority here. KFC did have a pink ward in that Dot River bush. For some reason, they just did not seem quite confident enough to end up heading into the river, although fight's breaking out now.
Here's a Nami ult going down, but barely catching anything. This a lot of engage for not a lot of action. Hopefully our players will try to duke it out here soon, because I hate snooze fests. Dragon started up here. Exasperated, pillaring to narrow the entrance ways. NG Blossom slightly out of position here. Double XL ulting out to get away, but Kevin's going to pick up Black Oreo cookies as those they go deep. Exasperated trying to slow the enemy team down, but this team fight does not feel like a particularly good one for NG Blossom. As Catinator tries to kite his way back, Lulu ult goes down, the fight turns, it's some damage potential, 1 kill to the side of NG Blossom. Catinator super low, XDMe's trying to just keep his team alive. Jeremy Flip is hard to kill and going in deep. There's a triple kill for that set, as deaths seem to go flying to him. Meowingcat trying his best to get out, but I don't think it's going to happen. He walks into the tower just to get one last auto attack on it for good measure. That's sending a message right there, boys.
Yeah, and this kind of goes back to what we were talking about with in Champions Select with what build Varus is going to end up going. They did a good job in that fight. KFC did a good job, rather, of making sure the Catinator was popped pretty low. They weren't able to actually take him out completely, but he was rendered unable to return to the fight. But there was not enough DPS left to get through the rest of the members on NG Blossom.
Jeremy Flip was life-stealing forever in that fight, and they don't have any heal reduction, so basically Set was keeping up his health and while that fight goes.
So honestly, just a really a difficult comp battle as well, with not enough DPS that they're gonna have to also deal with, on top of just making sure the Kog'Maw doesn't 1v5 melt the entire team as this game goes later. Are seeing both teams hovering, trying to get some vision control around this Baron. Both soul laners now on the bot side of the map. TPs available on both.
And Seth popped Herald on bot lane to put pressure on bot lane to try and make someone to rotate with Wukong so that they can start Baron.
Looks like that's exactly what they're doing here. Should be pretty quick Baron as well with this Kog'Maw. See Jeremy Flip rotating up now. Try not to have to use the teleport. Teleport now coming in from Kevin, looking for an engage.
Ooh. Knockup goes down.
Oh my goodness.
That Wukong died super quickly.
Oh,
and then
Jeremy
now
Flip.
there's a set ult going right into the back line. Jeremy Flip looking to duke it out with the entire enemy team. He puts down his shield and does some more true damage. He's literally just auto-attacking his way through the enemy team. He will not die. Exasperated, going to get looking to get these last 2 kills, but it's not going to happen. Jeremy Flip just survived all of that in the enemy team, almost a 1v5 for an incredibly long amount of time.
Now, lethality virus cannot kite through Seth in that setting.
The base now crumbling for KFC. It looked like a little bit of a miscommunication in that last team fight with the teleport coming in from Kevin. The rest of the members not able to come in for the engage with him. Things look very bad now as a result.
Yeah, I get the distinct feeling that the next team fight will decide the end of this match. And things do not look good for KFC. Double XL here getting pretty aggressive. It's going to cost him his life. He's going to get polymorphed to not be able to ult out. Seth's going to ult back into the enemy team again. KFC is getting crushed here in this team fight, as that Kog'Maw basically made it through that completely unscathed.
Yeah, absolutely no focus going on to the Kog'Maw in this fight. And that's really the dilemma that KFC faced with. Oh, my goodness.
Now there's a snipe.
A little bit of a silver line there. It will pick up 1 member, but again, if KFC ends to put all their eggs in killing Kog'Maw, okay, they do that, but then they're not going to have enough left to take out the rest of the team. But if they don't take care of the Kog'Maw, then there's really no chance of winning the fight at all. So
I think Seth
Yeah,
will pick up. Yeah, that's.
I feel like this. Yeah. I feel like this game was decided in the pick ban phase.
you think, could this be different if Varus opted to go for an attack speed build as opposed to the lethality build? I think they have a slightly better chance of making it work.
If Varus went more attack speed, or went for the attack speed build, and if Echo was just tankier.
Tank Echo could definitely be better.
Because right now they can just get popped so incredibly quick. And like even a tank Echo isn't like super targeted by the Trundle ult, so you don't build all tank, but you build some tank. Galio coming in here.
Jeremy doing his thing again.
Yeah, just casually like 1v4ing. He doesn't care. Kog'Maw's gonna shoot down the tower. And this game is slowly just gonna get cinched in and locked out until we have a result.
Jeremy Flip now legendary, actually.
They don't even have to go back to their base. They're just trying to take off all the inhibitors.
Yeah, they just rotate here down to bot lane and just siege it away. This is the proper macro play. Instead of going for like the flashy let's in now, sieging it down like this is the more strategic option. But it's going to set them up for a really nice fight. Exasperated here, just kind of in the enemy lines, not super worried about dying to anything. He's going to go down to half health. Black Oreo Cookies is taking a ton of damage, though, only saved by the Lulio Jeremy Flip. Unable to get in onto the enemy team just yet, but Galio's going to eventually fall. Jeremy Flip going back in, Double XL trying his best, was going to get picked off. And that was a really long, drawn-out fight that ultimately, once again, ended in favor of NG Blossom.
Yeah, like we said in the champ selects, it's really simple for Mazar. He just have to peel for Kog'Maw and that's it.
Oh, Kog'Maw got a double kill under the spawn. That's very unfortunate. That's padding your scores. And with that, we will have the end of the game and a result. NG Blossom winning at 26 minutes on the dot. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. With 30 kills. And only dying 9 times.
Yeah, definitely a dominating performance here from NG Blossom. As we stated, pretty uphill battle once they got behind, considering the comp difference here. Bears opting for the lethality build probably was the nail in the coffin for them. As once they fell behind here in this one,
their composition simply didn't have any damage to take out set during that fight, or during every single fight.
I believe we're going to get an interview here with Catinator, the Kog'Maw himself. Just a moment.
So, not to toot my own horn, but I was right.
We were right, and this actually, unfortunately, Lightfeather was unable to pick up the double victory on the betting in this one. But we are now joined by the Kog'Maw himself, Catinator. How you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Doing pretty good. That was a pretty impressive game. Saw you. Jeremy Flip got pretty massive on that set early on, and you guys also managed to get a pretty big lead for you on this Kog'Maw. We were a fan of this Juggernaut comp. Is this something you guys practiced before, or just got inspired in the draft?
Well, mostly inspired by the draft because me and my support has been playing this, and we found that Lulu was pretty good against Varus. So when they first picked the Varus, we were like, "Oh, we can pick Lulu into this."
For sure. We also noticed that the Varus opted for
Lethality.
lethality. Yeah. Was that something you guys took into consideration? You thought he might go lethality Varus instead of attack speed Varus?
Yeah, lethality Varus is like the most common build for him because it gives bot like a lot of lane pressure, and so basically you almost never see people go attack speed Varus anymore.
For sure. Mono and Lightfeather, do you have any questions?
I just want to know, how do you guys feel for your game? I believe tomorrow against Game of Thrones, or sorry, Huge Minion Difference.
We feel pretty confident,
given that they were able to take out Iron Dragon today.
Well, I feel like we're the best team in the league, and that we end games cleanly, so we'll beat any team cleanly.
Like the confidence there. I'm definitely looking forward to this game tomorrow, considering what happened today. But with this victory, you guys do pick up your 3rd win in a row, moving to 3-0 at the top of the standings. You have just said that you do believe you're the most confident team in the league, but it's who do you think would pose like the biggest threat to you guys if you had to pick a team?
I'd pick Iron Dragons because it seems like they know what they're doing as a team, and not just players, but like team play is probably the best.
Nice. I think that we'll wrap it up here for this interview. Thank you so much for hopping in here and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, pretty good game here to wrap up the day as Game 4 has been concluded. We will be wrapping up the stream here in preparation for tomorrow, of course, which is another day packed full of exciting matches, starting once again at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before I let you guys wrap it up however you would like to, I want to give a huge shout out once again to all the subscribers and cheers that we got today. Helps us a lot and keeps us pushing forward to bring better content and better stream here for you guys. So huge thanks.
Well, with that, all I have to say is may your flashes always go in the right directions, and may you never miss your skill shots. And Light Feather, if you'll take us away.
Nothing much to say apart from agreeing with what Mono just said. Thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you guys have a great week, a great Saturday.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
Red light.